What did you do? Have you ever said that when you come in your home because the dog has destroyed your house because you keep leaving it out and not crating it when it's not ready to be left out of the crate? If you answered yes, please stop and understand that it's massively detrimental to your dog. Your dog, when it does something, you have up to 3 seconds to catch that dog in the act, to reward and or discipline your dog for that moment. If you've gone out for half an hour and you come back and you go, what did you do? The dog quickly learns that you're an unpredictable person and the dog starts to panic when you come home. 1 minute you come home and you're happy. Yeah, how you doing? Mummy missed me. Next minute you're an angry fucking individual. That guilty look that you think the dog has when it sheepishly walks away from you because you went, what did you do? That's not the look of guilt. That's the look of confusion. The dog doesn't understand what did you do. Just stop it. Understand, if the dog's destroying your house, it's your fault. Either it's not getting enough exercise in a proper manner, or it's not being taught how to switch off when you go outside. You've not used crates or anything like that. It's your fault. Do you want a better behaved dog that doesn't go around stealing things, doesn't bark at every single noise it hears, that actually learns how to switch off properly? Do this. What you do? Go and get yourself a backpack, providing your dog's fit and healthy and fully grown. Put up to 25% of the dog's body weight in that backpack. The backpack is going to increase the amount of exercise your dog's getting, but in a nice, controlled, structured way. The notion of carrying something helps your dog focus on something. It can help them relax. It can help with lead pulling. The backpack puts them into a working mode. This is going to mentally tire them out as well as physical. After this, pop your dog in the crate or its bed for at least 2 hours. Dogs need to switch off after exercise. Many dogs struggle to come down after adrenaline because we don't teach that off switch. Some dogs are naturally lazy, like your Mastiffs, and they will do it. But if you've got something like a Spaniel, you need to teach that off switch. Also, use the crate when you're eating, when the kids are eating, when food's being prepared. And I guarantee you, your dog will be much calmer, much more content in the house. It won't be getting up to as much no good. It won't be getting up to no good as much. Proper exercise, proper off switch, and crating at certain times or during certain activities, game changer. Also, bonus tip: only fuss your dog when it's doing something you like, and do it calmly. Like you see that? That is so bad.
That's what he does.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
That's child. How old are you? 10.
Jack, you're a machine.
I know, it's a beast.
And look at him. Look how loose Aaron's lead is. Why we don't respond to internet trolls? I was talking to my daughter the other day. One of her friends at school was giving her a bit of a hard time saying her YouTube channel sucks. And I said to her, does this kid have a YouTube channel? She was like, no. I said, has this kid even got a phone? She was like, no. I said, remember, darling, sometimes people lash out because they're lacking things in their life. Maybe the stuff going on at home. Maybe this kid isn't lucky enough to have a phone because his parents can't afford a phone. And this is very much the same as internet trolls. Any big account, you'll always find somebody in the comments spreading hate, saying something negative. And when I look at that, one, I don't want to engage with it and give them the attention that they're actually looking for, because it's the wrong kind of attention they need. These people are lacking something in their life. They're miserable. If it's another dog trainer, for example, instead of getting angry with them, I look at their page and I see that business clearly isn't going well for them because they've got no videos of them working with dogs. So they've got nothing but time to get angry and spread hate on those that are doing well. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when somebody is being nasty to you and saying shit about you, it says more about them than it does you. So don't waste another thought on it. Continue what you're doing. Teach your children to have empathy. And if you're an internet troll in the comment section, what would your children think if they saw that? What example are you setting? One of the most common issues we get asked about is dogs being unpredictable around certain dogs, but owners not understanding how to stop this. Now, the reason your dog is unpredictable with other dogs, okay, is because it's going to feed off the energy. That dog might be intact, that dog might be pushy, that dog might be too lively, that dog might be nervous. There's lots of reasons, but the reason your dog is reacting to this is because you're either A, letting your dog run over to a strange dog, hoping it's going to work out the best, or B, you're letting strange dogs invade your dog's personal space. So when it is uncomfortable, it has to take control of the situation. Did you know, if you stop putting your dog around strange dogs on a daily basis and you actually started going out and having fun with your dog, taking it to different places, letting it use its nose, giving it a job, doing some obedience training with it, just having a good time with your dog, and you stop letting your dog play with other dogs, your dog and your relationship would improve massively and you wouldn't have these unpredictable encounters. Strange dogs are not designed to always get along with other dogs. There's nothing normal about a bunch of strange dogs from different households all congregating in one place expected to get along. Energy levels, they can clash. Play styles, they can clash. Same sex, they can clash. There are lots of variable factors to take into account. Stop putting your dog around strange dogs if you want a better relationship with your dog and you want your dog to be less reactive. This is a dog that needs to be put to sleep.
Yeah.
What the f is wrong with people?
When I turned and he didn't follow, he was like, pop the lead. So, and he said, the harder you do it, if you make him cry, the better.
Oh my God.
That's why I didn't use him anymore.
Right.
His dogs are petrified of him.
I had a Rottweiler. The XL Bully, is it a good dog or is it a bad dog? Let's talk, let's discuss. A well-bred XL Bully that's been health and temperament tested, that was bred for functionality, that wasn't bred to be rare, exotic. These are meant to be docile family dogs. They are fantastic, really, really good dogs. Absolute joy to be around. I don't recommend them for first-time dog owners. They're just simply far too big and far too powerful, and they can quickly become lively and out of control if you don't know what you're doing. Now, breeding and mass overbreeding of these dogs has become a huge problem. We're seeing more and more incidents involving the XL Bully. And this is because a lot of people are getting them as status symbols, and a lot of people are cashing in on the money train. You can produce thousands. You can become minted from breeding XL Bullies. Right, so a lot of overbreeding for exotic, rare, one-of-a-kind, a dog that's going to stand out amongst the competition. And when this happens, fault on health and temperament is being neglected. And this is when we have dangerous liabilities. So the XL Bully is a great family companion if it's well-bred from good stock and you have experience with bully breeds. In the wrong hands and through dangerous breeding without fault of health and temperament, the XL Bully is actually one of the most dangerous dogs on the planet. The difference between a well-bred and a poorly bred XL Bully is like night and day. But we have a habit of only calling the dog when they're distracted like this. Murph come, Murph come, Murph come, Murph come, Murph come, Murph. And you repeat yourself over and over again. Then you get frustrated. Right? What we don't do is just walk with the dog. Murph come, yes. Am I moving backwards? Come, yes. He's on a lead, I've got control of him, but I'm not waiting for him to always get distracted before I call him. I want to call him randomly. He's distracted now. Murph, come. Yes. But look at my movement. The reason I move back is because it encourages him to come towards me. If I stand still, I'm boring. Really distracted. Murph, come. Yes. Backwards, backwards, backwards. Then the reward comes. I don't have to do somersaults. I don't have to do a high pitch. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, look at you, Murph. Yep. Yes. And we're doing this around other dogs, which is normally what he'd call towards the lunge towards. Go in here. Look, unsure. So what happens is we go, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah? If you understood that, you wouldn't need me. You wouldn't need Sophie, you wouldn't need dog trainers. Hell, anytime a dog was afraid, we'd tell him it's okay. But what happens is this. We see the dog getting nervous, so we feel sorry, so we tell him it's okay. So the words they're not hearing is how we feel. So they're panicking, we're panicking. To help him, what we do, come on mate, let's go. So, nice and relaxed and chilled out. We stop. So look, very unsure. Walk around a little bit. Very unsure. But if he's unsure, I can't be unsure. I need, there we go, look. There we go, and see how he's looking up. Because when he's panicking, I can't. Now I can't tell him through words what I want from him. I tell him through my actions. Yeah? Oh, it's okay. I love dogs. And I hold my hand. Look. Hold my hand out. Come on, Willow, sniff my hand. I'm an expert with dogs.
Stop doing this when you meet strange dogs.
Yeah, look.
They don't like it.
Stop.
It's threatening and unnecessary.
Don't make my...
No, sit. So I don't go sit. I said sit, gave him an option. He didn't. No, sit. No negotiations. Yeah. The quickest ways to create conflict if you have two dogs in the same household is when you're giving one dog affection, letting the other one come and push its way in and start giving that dog affection. Understand when you're fussing your dog, you're basically saying, I like this behaviour, good boy, good girl. So what happens is you're stroking one for whatever which reason, but the other one barges its way in. This can create conflict. Plus you're rewarding your dog for doing that. I never let another dog just muscle its way in as I'm stroking one dog. Yeah, I send that one away. When that one does something I like, I might invite that one to the party. Dogs being able to push their way in, climb all over you, is a quick way of creating conflict and jealousy between the dogs, and it's often how fights in the same household will start. Same as if your dog's got a toy and the other dog tries to steal it from them, if your dog's eating its food and the other dog tries to steal it from him. Your affection is a form of resource, so is food, so is toys. Make sure that you are on top of things. The dog go in front, I have to pull back. And as soon as I pull back, I get resistance. And this is what you've been doing on the harness. Watch that. Did you see that? As soon as I do that, she goes forward. Yeah? I'm beginning to agitate the dog and make the dog concerned. Whereas here, hey, straight away, just up. Up, blocks and stops. If you want, right here I'm going to stop. So we've got climb right there. I don't want the dog in front of me. Back up. Relax. Safe spot to be. Calls me. Oh, hello. Can I say hello to your dog?
Sorry.
Yeah, keep walking. You don't give me a second. See how she checks in with you then? No means no.
Yeah.
Yeah? You don't have to explain why you said no. You don't have to explain... Look, she's chilling out now. Yeah. You don't have to explain to anybody why they can't touch your dog. Yeah? If somebody gets to yump because you said no, that says more about them than you. Do not feel bad for saying no. Do not feel bad for not letting strangers touch your dog. You didn't get your dog for strangers. But that moment just there where you keep walking, that's all you have to do. You don't have to stop and have a conversation with anybody that you don't want to. And if I'm here, say we have stopped, and I go over at one step in front. Oh my God, look at that little dog. Now, it's going to get awkward if I try and touch your dog, because I've got to go between your legs, around you, and that's sexual harassment. Way to spot a dodgy breeder in England. 1, if the puppies have got cropped ears, massive red flag. It's illegal in England, okay? Which means they don't care about the health and temperament of the dog, and they've probably done it in some fucking dark, dingy back room. 2, if they're using words like rare, beast, exotic, one of a kind, these are sales pitches designed to play on people's desire to have something rare, okay? Chances are these dogs are going to be over-exaggerated, exotic colours, and again, no thought has gone into health and temperament of the dog. Look at that dog. Can it walk? Yeah? If the legs are out to the side and it looks like a fucking frog, right? If the parents have got fucking breathing difficulties and things like that, again, major red flag. When breeders neglect health and temperament, it's you, the buyer, and the rescues that pay the price. If you want something rare, exotic, one of a kind, go to a fucking rescue and get a mutt. Your dog should never snatch things off children or jump up at children. These are terrible behaviours. I talk a lot about children safely interacting with dogs. Let's talk about dogs safely interacting with children. If your dog jumps up at children, even if it's a puppy, it needs to be on a lead around children at all times, and children are not allowed to interact with the dog in any way until that dog is calm. When the children come to interact with the dog, when it's calm, the dog is on a short lead and the parent should be holding that lead. The second the dog goes to jump up, it's removed from that situation and you try again. When the dog is calm, and only when it's calm, that's when children can interact with it. Puppy leads are there to help you. Now, the snatching things of children, i.e. food, this is poor management. Anytime there's food around, your dog should be in its bed when food's been prepared or food's being eaten. So your dog will automatically start to take itself to its bed anytime human food is around. That's very, very simple to teach. And now, because I'm recording. Yeah.
Yeah, good lad.
Like I said, I know exactly who the trainer is, but again, lead. He's off his lead more than he should be.
On you go. No, get. Go on. Go on.
Why do we let our dogs run over to other dogs? You wouldn't let your child do it, so why'd you let your dog do it? Now, most dogs, right, live in a household with children. Yeah, I'm assuming if the dog's walking around off its lead, it's generally all right with people and other animals. But even if the dog was off the lead, and even if it was lit up saying friendly, you still wouldn't let your child run over to it. Because we know that something could go wrong. But with a dog, just let them go over there and we go. And when the shit hits the fan, oh, I'm gonna fall. When the shit hits the fan, we freak out and the dog has a bad experience. That dog might bite my child. No chance in hell of biting my dog. Basic information. So you see how you've asked 100 times? Just use a little bit gentle pressure on that lead and say up. There you go. You don't have to ask the dog 100 times. You ask them once and you make it happen. Yeah, otherwise she learns to tune you out. So when you... So is this... And we're going to practice a series of drills. So what's going to happen is when I say stop, you're going to pull up on that lead. Yeah? And you're going to stop him. I don't want him to keep coming in front of you. He needs some brakes. So walk towards me. Stop. Walk towards me. Stop. Then relax. Right, who's walking who? Who's leading who? There you go. Perfect. That's all right. But he's a working dog. Give him something to carry.
Little donkey.
So he goes, look, I want to say hello, but chances are when he gets there, the person's going to make those mistakes. She doesn't like the fireworks. Look, Roxy turns into a vibrating toy. Trigger warning. I was asked the other day what I think the most tolerant dog breed with children is, and without hesitation, I said the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Not a Staffy Cross, not a Staffy Mutt, not a Bully Breed Mutt, Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Well bred, health and temperament tested. I was also asked what I think is the least tolerant dog with children, and without hesitation, Cocker Spaniel. Not saying there's anything wrong with a Cocker Spaniel at all. I'm talking about over the years, 10 years of working with dogs, the least tolerant dog I've seen with children is the Cocker Spaniel. The one I've seen with the most issues with children is the Cocker Spaniel. Cocker Spaniel needs a job. It's happiest when it's got a job. It's happiest when it's in an active household where that dog's brain, energy and work ethic are put to the test. There's a reason the police and military like Spaniels. Staffordshire Bull Terriers have a bad rap because of the newspaper and because people have got them and exploited them for the wrong reasons. But I think you'll find if you was to actually look properly, they're not actually Staffordshire Bull Terriers involved in these incidences, they're Bully Breed Mutts. 3 categories of dogs to steer clear of if you've never owned a dog in your life. Any guarding breed, especially flock guarding breeds, terriers and bully breeds. This isn't to say there's anything wrong with them. I've got a 12-year-old Staffy, she's over there, she's a bully breed, and I also have a terrier. So I love the terriers, I love the bully breeds. Bully breeds are fantastic with people, but most bully breeds are prone to dog aggression. Okay, genetics do play a part. Most guarding breeds, you're going to make mistakes with as a first-time dog owner, so you run the risk of them not liking people coming in your house, being very, very suspicious, even reactive towards people if you don't know what you're doing, and most of them are massively big and massively powerful. that they can be too much of a handful for first-time dog owners. And of course, terriers. Terriers were bred to hunt and kill. Yeah, it's that simple. So animal aggression is high within the terrier breeds. So again, if you don't know how to manage that sort of prey drive of the dog, you're going to struggle. Nothing wrong with these dogs. As I said, I own a terrier, I own a bully breed, and I did have a Rottweiler lost out to cancer, sadly. But these are not good categories of dogs for first-time dog owners.